To keep you updated on the capital and financial markets, here is a recap of what happened.
China's securities watchdog will meet market participants to discuss market stability, official media said, as state-backed investors bought shares in an effort to stem a rapid slide in prices. The move follows a rout that wiped out 10 trillion yuan worth of China market capitalization over the past 2 weeks. Two state-owned firms said over the weekend that they had deployed roughly 60 billion yuan to buy stocks. The China Securities Regulatory Commission has invited market participants to a meeting to listen to their proposals on how to promote stable and healthy development of the market, the official Securities Times reported. Mutual fund and ETF assets climbed to new heights in June, marking 3 consecutive months of gains, according to data from the Securities and Investment Management Association. Mutual fund assets totaled a record 2.8 trillion Canada dollars at the end of the month, representing a 1.7% or 45.9 billion Canada dollar increase from May, FIMM said in a report released on the 21st of July. Meanwhile, ETF assets came in at a record 883.4 billion Canada dollars at the end of June, representing a 2.8% or 23.8 billion Canada dollar increase from the month prior. Since March, mutual fund assets increased by 234.6 billion Canada dollars and ETF assets by 112.4 billion Canada dollars, the industry trade group reported. Investors are gradually moving beyond simply accumulating wealth toward a more comprehensive approach to asset management, although traditional assets, such as bank deposits, real estate, and gold continue to dominate portfolios. This is according to the 2026 Financial Health and Investment Confidence report released by FIMM Securities. The report, based on a survey of 1,000 individual investors with accumulated assets of at least 500 million dong across 5 major cities, indicates that investment thinking is evolving, albeit at a relatively slow pace. When fund managers in Taiwan arrive at work each morning, they have to lock away their mobile phones before the stock and bond markets open, and can't retrieve their devices until the end of the trading day. Those strict rules have been in place for about 2 years, and some investment firms are now pushing for change. An industry group for the island's asset managers is studying a proposal to let portfolio managers use mobile phones during Taiwan trading hours, according to people familiar with the matter who asked not to be identified because the deliberations are not public. The Securities Investment Trust and Consulting Association, a self-regulatory organization whose members include foreign and domestic investment firms, often advises Taiwan's Financial Supervisory Commission on policy reforms. The Kuala Lumpur Sessions Court sentenced a former bank analyst to 3 years imprisonment after finding him guilty of unlicensed regulated activities and the unlawful use of the unit trust consultant title. In delivering its decision today, the court found that he had failed to raise a reasonable doubt in the prosecution's case. He was subsequently convicted and sentenced to 3 years imprisonment for each charge, with both jail terms to run concurrently. The Securities Commission Malaysia reminds investors to only deal with individuals and entities licensed by the SC in relation to regulated activities such as dealing in securities.
FIMM is pleased to announce the release of its latest annual report, now available on its official website. Link in the description. The FIMM annual convention is back, and registration is now open. Be part of the conversations shaping the unit trust industry's future. Reserve your seat today and get ready for a day of insights, connections, and forward vision.
This has been the FIMM TV Weekly Recap. Be informed, stay updated. Be sure to like, share and subscribe.